Hi, I'm George, Target Project Worker at Service 6. Today I'm here to talk to you about House Party, which is a new social media platform that has started to take off recently. House Party is a video chat app where you can use it to communicate between groups of 2 and 8 people. It is made by the creators of Meerkat, which is another live streaming app that was brought out as a competitor to Periscope. So why would you use House Party? Well, you could use House Party with family and friends. Quite often groups of friends have it so that they can all connect together. It's one of the only apps out there that allows you to be able to video chat between groups of between 2 and 8, whereas a lot of other apps only allow one-on-one video chats. So it's obviously got an edge in the market in that sense, but there are also some risks that come with that we need to be aware of. So House Party is an app, like I said, that allows people to communicate together. Now what it will do is it will inform you if someone has joined your house. If you have a group of friends that are all communicating on the app, it will let you know, send you a SMS alert to say that one of your friends has entered the house, which means that they are there and available to chat. Obviously, this is great if you know all the people that are in your chat. However, the risks are if there's strangers that are entering the chat, this could be dangerous. Now, obviously, it does inform you, and which does give you the option to then leave the chat if you do not know the person that's in it. So that is quite a good safety feature and something we'd recommend. For any young people that are using the app, it is important that you don't talk to strangers, and it's important that if strangers and people that you don't know are joining the house party, that you then leave and make sure you report it to an adult. Okay, so House Party is recommended on the Play Store at 4+, and on Apple it's recommended at 9+. However, I realistically would say that it's something that you should not consider letting your young person use until they're at least 13 years old. There are a lot of reasons for this. Obviously, like we said, strangers can contact you on House Party, which you need to be aware of, but also while using House Party, you have to be aware that any of the people you're talking to can still screenshot what you are doing or saying while on camera. Obviously, this is something we need to be aware of, as young people, unfortunately, sometimes don't always know what is and isn't appropriate to be doing on video chats, and once it's screenshotted, it is very difficult to then get them images back. Once they're on the internet, they stay there. So it's really, really important that we make sure we have conversations with our young person about what is appropriate and isn't appropriate. And if you have got a young person using it, try and get them to use it in a communal area rather than going and being on House Party in their room where there's no one to keep an eye on what they're up to. When using House Party, when you have your friends join into a house, it's important that you look at the settings of that house party. You can control these settings so you can choose it so that it is secure, so that random people cannot just join in. It's important you look at them settings and make sure that you have got a private chat and that all of the people on your contact list on House Party are people that you actually know in the real world. It's one thing to talk to friends from school, but it's completely different talking to a stranger that you've met on the internet. Unfortunately, they could be anyone. House Party also comes with a private chat option, so you can be texting and communicating with people in a private chat as well. And when you do this, you can also exchange images, so that's something you need to be aware of as well. For any parents, I'd recommend that you have a look through the app and actually get to know it a bit yourself before letting your young person download it. These apps all have a great purpose, and it's really good for getting us to connect to different people, but we do have to be aware of the dangers when using them. And with any kind of live video chat, obviously anything that you do can be quite spontaneous, but you lose the ability to be able to do anything about that once it's been posted. So it's really important that you think about what your young person is using it for and make sure that they know who they are communicating with on the app. One last thing, whilst using House Party, you can actually give away your location. Like a lot of apps, it will ask you about location settings, so it's important to have a discussion with your young person as well. With other well-known apps like Snapchat, it can give away your location, which a lot of people aren't aware of. It's important that when using House Party that you're also very secure and make sure that you are not giving away that location to anyone that you do not know. Thanks for listening. Now, if you have any questions or any queries, you can always contact the Target helpline, and we'd be more than happy to respond and help in any way we can.